Hello.
Oh my goodness, here we are.
Welcome to the third video, the fifth episode of Higurashi
Three
SOTSU.
numbers. I'm already confused. In the second season of
there's
Go.
a commentary track in the description, and we are at Angel Mort, and I am in pain.
Can I tell you? Oh my goodness, yes, we're at Angel Mort. Where's Best Girl? Where is Waitress Girl with the glasses? Oh, I hope she's there. Nope, we are not even going to get to see it. Not even going to get to see her. The best part of this show. She really is.
This is nothing startling is happening here, but it is very weird seeing this moment explicitly for the first time.
Yeah. Oh, she loves it because she's like, Keiichi's a cutie. Can I tell you though, there is something that I have seen on the internet, not about this episode, but people are not happy, generally speaking, with the way that Mion has been infected. Have you seen this discussion? I just want to bring it up so people know that we're
what do you mean?
Paying attention.
You mean how Satoko jabbed her next to the vending machine?
Yes, because when Rena was jabbed, she was asleep. But like, how do you jab someone with a syringe and they be like, oh, I didn't even feel that, and then you drop the syringe at the exact place that you jabbed someone with, and they don't notice that, you know?
This is a rubbish criticism. We've already established he can try actions over and over again, and has.
I mean, that's true.
I mean, like, if it was a regular mystery story, sure, I'd poke holes in the author for it. But it's Higurashi, guys. Like, come on. Also, Ben, while we're going through this iconic scene, you told me through the week that you had a calendar-related observation about the series you wanted to share with the class. Calendar-related
observation? Did I?
Yes.
What? You're going to have to poke more holes in me, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Something to do with when the show was ending? You were very cagey about it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, right. You don't mean... for a second, I was like, yes, the calendar that Rika has in her room. No, we need to at least bring this up, because I have been kind of snidely remarking about the amount of projects that Ryukishi has been pushing relating to, Kikonia. Also, shout out to Chie for being a psychopath. The horror string.
Oh, yes.
That's great. Oh my god, that's the scariest part of the show so far. Although Mion with a knife is not great. But yeah, Ryukishi has been like jumping back and forth between all these different projects. Along Umineko and Kikonia and Higurashi. That's very menacing. I don't like this shot. It's fantastic. And we know that SOTSU is going to end, I believe, like the day before Umineko Day.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, like right before. I may have to double check this, but it's like it's either the day before, like on the day, which is terrifying. And I feel as though my snide remarks talking about how, maybe we'll finally get an Umineko anime. It may actually be real, guys. I'm just saying we may in fact receive the long-awaited readaptation of Umineko.
That is terrifying, and I hope you're right. It's
gonna be fantastic. Well, I mean, look, we already know.
And that would also explain why SOTSU is such a weird length. 15 episodes to end right before Umineko Day. I back this.
15 is a bizarre number of episodes.
How hard can it be to keep track of 16 students, Ben?
Satoko! Oh my god, I hate this. Stop it, Ryukishi.
It's not that hard. Just open the door.
She's gonna be all shocked and stuff.
Boy,
what is happening?
Was not expecting this. I suppose that's the perfect parallel to what happened in Oniakashi.
Yeah, for sure. I'm into it. Stop it, Persona. You're gonna make me agree that Mion is good and lovely. She may yet rival Rena if you keep doing this.
This music is so incredibly uncomfortable. I love it. Can someone send me the file? I need it.
Oh no, it's the Shion trick.
Here it comes. Oh, there it is. Oh wow, look at that.
That's awful.
That timing is hilarious.
Oh, we're just skipping it.
Right. I mean, why would we? We've already had it last season. Come on, we got to respect the audience.
It's not like SOTSU would repeat scenes frame by frame or anything. That'd be just disrespectful. And that'll just save you from all the heartbreak.
Here he is.
It's our boy.
Here he is.
Oh my god, I'm so ready.
Look at that pin. It's gorgeous.
His voice.
Oh,
he sounds amazing.
Doesn't he just?
I love Kasei.
I am enjoying the quantity of scenes this anime is bringing us that we know have happened but have never seen.
Yeah, no.
There were a few of them in Oniakashi that I was like, why are we seeing this? We already know. But now that they're kind of sticking with the bit, it's kind of paying off a bit for me. Oh my god, yes.
That's why we had to steal a car. That's great. So it's not to do with the statue specifically. It's to do with, all that stuff. He already looks threatening. Oishi,
yeah, that's something they really kind of nailed with his look.
He looks so angular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is definitely an interesting argument to be made around the idea of remixing the order in which we get these scenes. I was thinking about it earlier, to do with the curry contest, how we get to see the curry contest occurred in Watadamashi, but we didn't actually get to see the full thing until Akashi, I guess. And there's kind of an interesting experiment going on there with the way that you can cut scenes in half and shuffle them around and things. It's kind of fun. What's the rub here? Oh, hello. Shout out to Miyakashi.
I kind of like the idea here that, because we know Shion normally would be affected by the curse in this arc, that that kind of gives a credible cause for her freaking out at just her sister talking to her.
Shion in this timeline, she has overcome her desire to murder Satoko. She is sinless in this moment, right?
Yeah.
So she cannot commit violence against her sister in the same way that Mion normally couldn't commit violence against her, but there you go, down she goes.
And also, in this scene where Mion's saying, Gran's the one pulling the strings, where in the VN, we know that Mion tells everyone else that, Oreo always takes credit for things even though she didn't do them.
Yeah, totally.
So, we kind of get to see how that doubt in her mind is exaggerated by the syndrome. That said, this would be one of the scenes that would be very weird for new people because they wouldn't know things we've just discussed.
That's the thing. I was expecting us to talk about. Oh God, I was expecting to talk about Shion and her problems with the family during this arc for the newcomers to be put on the same page. But fuck it, right? Let's go.
We did it, everyone. We've seen Mion kill someone for the very first time.
Yay.
Let us know in the comments how you feel about this wonderful moment.
Shoot some party poppers. Yeah, cool. Can I tell you that the brief moment of this is tragic that I had just then was kind of what I felt was missing from Oni Akashi. That's something that I have been I've had this thought percolating in my mind ever since we started SOTSU, where the reason why I enjoy Onikakushi so much and Sumihoroboshi is because of the palpable sense of tragedy that surrounds those two arcs. And I didn't really feel like Onikakushi capitalized on that. It was almost a goofy ending to the arc, honestly.
Yeah.
But I felt that moment there with Mion killing Shion and realizing what she'd done. I felt that as tragedy, and that is good because the place where the incredible straightforward wholesomeness of the characters and the incredible violence that they can visit on each other intersects. That is the point where the tragedy is most palpable.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing with Oniakushi on that front too is that they did try put in that tragedy by having Keiichi forgive Rena and then be wrong. That's the kind of moment there. But for some reason, I don't think for either of us it quite worked in the same way.
The things that I relate to about Rena to do with her mental illness. Yeah. And I don't feel like that was and I know it's going to sound like I'm a crazy, but why didn't they put the drugs in the arc? But what I'm really saying is the reason why I care about Rena is because of the way that I relate to the analysis of mental illness and how it can affect someone.
Yeah.
Because as I was saying, the big thing in this scene was that if you've seen the original story, Shion lets go of Mion.
Yeah.
Shion has that moment of realization. She hasn't been completely taken over by the curse, and it's only after an increasing escalation. Because that was one of the things, and I probably shouldn't talk for too much longer about this, but it was an increasing escalation of accidentally killing Grandma and then killing Kimiyoshi, sort of deliberately, but also sort of not. She didn't figure out how far his body could take the torture. And then deliberately killing Satoko, but even that was spurred on by her comments, to then the deliberate murder of Mion and Keiichi at the end. It's a tragic escalation of her actions. She's still killing people along the way, but each death is different and each one requires more of her agency in order to be committed. Whereas Mion straight up fucking murders Shion. She clearly is not in a right state of mind, and after killing her goes, oh my god, I actually did that.
Yeah.
but like we don't get the same gradual escalation that we saw in Meyakashi, which excites me in a macabre kind of way, you know.
Probably that thing with the stolen car. I love that line. Just totally like reinforcing me on the suspicions. It's exactly the same thing that happened to Shion, right? Like everything that everyone says to her reinforces the rubbish she believes. Oh yeah,
twists it. Yeah, totally. Her like perception of the situation twists every little comment. I've been wondering because I had like a really bad reaction to Oniakishi, specifically because I feel like they did my girl Renna so poorly. And I don't feel like I can really comment on this, but I would love to hear people's opinions who love Mion, who are the Mion stans. I want you all to tell me how you feel this arc has gone from that perspective. Because I can't relate. You know, Mion and Shion, worst girls easily. So, you know.
I mean, I wouldn't be the person to comment on this.
No, I agree. That's why I'm asking. Let us know in the comments how the Mion fans feel about this.
Or in the live chat if you're joining us along for the commentary, which, by the way, we've been doing on Saturday mornings, Australian Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, God. We're just going to straight up.
I hope you're looking forward to this.
I really don't want to torture you, but I'll do it because I'm crazy.
Oh, the big black spot.
The black spot.
Funimation. I'm trying to make this boy struggle to eat his dinner tonight. Oh, that's a lot of blood from fingernails.
What? Well, there's a bunch of nails there in his,
Oh, his eyeball's on his knee.
I was listening. I'm glad we made the exact same sound. It proves we're becoming one.
But which one of us will be the real one at the end?
The answer is yes.
Of course.
Felix. You should know this by now.
I should.
When the answer is between the two of us, the answer is yes. We are one, and we are many. Oh, there it is.
And from all the lands on Earth we come?
You know what? I wasn't going to go for that, but, you know, true.
I guess we do come from two different lands.
Dude, do you think that you could use the Australian national anthem to create a murder mystery?
Well, I mean, that's not the national anthem to start, but...
Or whatever it is.
Yes, probably.
You know what I mean? I mean, either one. Doesn't matter.
Oh no, everyone's affirming her again.
Are we going to see Satoko watching Mion who's watching Rika? Is that where this is going?
No. We already know what Satoko's doing in this scene. What we don't know is what Rena's doing in this scene.
Is she doing anything? She better be doing something, guys, or else I'm gonna riot. Oh, here we go. Time to throw her in a cistern.
This is a very bizarre, harrowing shot.
Oh, yeah.
I love how... In hindsight, how obvious this bait was.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing? You can't hook her or anything. You're just gonna...
Just making sure that she falls clean through, you know? Be a bit of a tight
Step
fit.
on her head.
Bit of a tight squeeze.
I shouldn't be laughing at this, but like, what a fucking ridiculous way to dispose of a body in this story.
And look at this other obvious bait of the fucking dudes behind them. Oh, it's so good. The direction in this set of episodes is wonderful. Oh my god, that's the widest shot we've got of the compound so far.
Now we can finally make a map of the whole estate.
Also, I do love this scene here is like simultaneously Satoko playing the part of being concerned her friend is missing, but also Satoko actually being concerned that her rival has gone missing and not knowing if she's dead.
Trying to find Rika. Oh my god.
Oh, it's the police?
There you go. That's interesting. So was it not the Mountain Dogs at all?
No, it wasn't. It's obvious bait. I told you, the Mountain Dogs haven't done shit this entire series. They got steamrolled in the back half of Go.
It's all bait. Can I say I love how sharp Kuma's hair looks?
I know.
It's beautiful and shiny. You could cut glass with that hair.
Yeah, the windows on this car are all plexi to keep it safe from his razor tip hair.
It's not to keep the bullets out, it's to keep his hair in.
I mean, he also does make it out alive in Nagashi, just like not very alive.
But, you know.
Oh my god, do you think we're going to have the bed haunting scene in this?
Well, that's the thing, right? In Nagashi has the heart attack and he still dies. I get the feeling we're going to end on Satoko's like death though. I don't know if we're going to go further than that. That's what we did last time.
Well, yeah, we've as we've just had established got to do the soy sauce moment.
Uh-oh. Cool.
What does the gamer station say, Shion? And I will continue leaning around the corner just in case so that they can see me for dramatic effect.
Exactly. I'm so curious to see how this goes down. This is the scene that I was like, I just need to know who kills who.
Oh, I love this. Satoko, you are
smile.
So vicious.
I would be intimidated if it was anyone else at the other end of that gun. Oh,
I love how huge they made it look too. It was comical.
Yeah. Don't you remember, Mion? You trained me, bitch. Let's go. The power stance.
Oh, she said it. There you go. You feel validated,
there we
Ben?
Go. Are you certain? Thank you, Satoko. This scene is just entirely predictable, but in the best way.
I know.
I may have talked some shit about her, but this particular scene, 100% on board. Played that like an expert detective.
Oh, that shot through the paper wall there was excellent. It
was great. She cut right through that with her scythe.
Well, what a fun arc we've just had.
That was great. I thought that last scene was really fun.
Up until that episode in particular, I feel as though we'd very much been leaning back into like, oh, the tragedy and how sad it is that Mion's, you know, doing all of these things and she's being led down the rabbit hole. And then just at the end there, it just completely flips the emotion on its head. And suddenly you're like, oh, yes, Satoko in control of it all along.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I think that definitely like showing Satoko as like a really competent antagonist. Like we've seen all the symbolism and all the like crazy shit she's doing behind the scenes, but in that specific scene with Mion, with her being, because we've seen what Mion could do with her willpower. When it comes to staring down guns, she's done the big one. She stared down Takano's bullet at the end of the original story. And to say, you know, this is a situation where guns are involved and Mion is using her full will, even, you know, unbreaking her psyche with the Inamizawa syndrome. And then Satoko is like, let me just reason my way through this situation like a good detective and completely ruin your plan, Mion. Like, I love that.
It's also really lovely how, you know, unlike a lot of the stuff that Dean did, for example, Big P has actually trusted us as an audience to fill in the gaps there, because like the soy sauce thing was like on screen for half a second, and for anyone that already knows, we know that Satoko has seen it in the previous loops. For anyone who's out of the loop, we've still had the piece of evidence there that points us to what she's going to do. There's just so much stuff left unsaid that really like sells the credibility without dropping the pace of it at all.
I think credibility is a really good word. That's definitely like the word I'm fishing for. I felt a lot better about this arc, I think, than a lot of the previous ones. I'm really excited going into Tariakashi, I want to say.
That is the one.
Seeing how that pans out, because I mean, I've been chatting with a lot of people who are also following the show and trying to like iron out my own theories. I'm really excited to see more of Satoko's new dress and the symbolism that entails.
Yeah.
But I think that ending this arc on a high note of like Satoko is in full form, nothing can stop her, what could possibly flag her resolve, I think is a really great place to like leave her before we dive into the next series of episodes.
Yeah, and it's going to be very interesting because on the one hand, Tatari Damashi was kind of the final tip off towards it being Satoko that was the agent of chaos here. So there's kind of this possibility in my mind that either we're just going to show her being that agent of chaos and answer some of the questions, because Tadari Damashi obviously is the big one that people have a lot of questions about because of how many things we seem to have been lied to about and the big differences in the manga that people have kind of told us about in some of the comments. But also because Tatari is like Satoko's arc, I get the impression we're going to get a lot more than just that. Like, I hope I'm not setting my expectations too high, but I'm kind of hopeful that things are going to get a bit messy in ways that are beyond the scope of just explaining Tatari Damashi.
I have the feeling, and this is a bit of a shot in the dark, but I have the feeling that Satoko's dress is probably going to be a gift either from Teppei or from some other, probably Teppei, and it is supposed to represent a genuine desire to like maybe not give up entirely on like this arc looping thing, but it might be. That's where my brain's kind of at. I think that she's going to try and give up, but of course Oishi is still going to come around, and we're gonna, she's got to deal with the consequence of a needle stabbing.
I think that'll be very interesting to see because part of her getting into this whole loop was the genuine desire to like make good with her friend again, but also her like inability to reach out in the other direction. So that'll be very much be like a flip side to that.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Anyway, we'll talk more about that when we actually watch the episodes. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for watching or listening or however you're doing this. Thank you for chatting, for in the live chat on the weekends. And I guess we'll see you in the next one.
Next time.